lakad matatag!
Ooh, Monte, they're gonna play it the risky route. I'm not sure, picking a sniper into draw range, that almost always. And it seems like we have got Monte going up this high ground to threaten their own first blood potential. But that means the sniper is gonna be caught, it's gonna be lifted back into 4 with the follow-up stun from the Lash Rack coming out. Dingo is just gonna go down, and Moonlight makes sure to secure himself that first blood because Split Herb having 1 level in headshots and 1 level in shrapnel means he should be able to hold his own lane well enough, but Pangolier, he solo died to the Lash Rack. No way, oh my god, he got Split Herb long range lightning stormed under the tower. My bad for missing that kill. I missed Lash Rack having a 10 charges magic stick and just full manaing himself. So did the Pangolier. He'll pulls on through, but at least Treant Protector over on the top lane did manage to tango himself up, did manage to stick himself up. Bangan dies once again, but this time around could be off dying. Nope. Nope, okay. Well, Leech Seed is a little bit too broken at this stage of the game. Well, I say broken. Of course it doesn't scale well. James gets almost caught by the Treant Protector. Treant Protector whacking him for a ton of damage. Drow Ranger goes for a silence to at least set up a return kill onto the support, but it's gonna go down for that. And this is the Brood Mother now starting to actually have the type of lane you want on this offlane hero. Every other lane is still super hard and kind of getting stomped down by Sexy. Enable a really early safe lane gank. And if you kill the sniper again, then I think Monte are really starting to be worried if they aren't already. Sniper, he is probably gonna lose the support. That's just the support. As long as Dingo himself remains fine, but Nefrit wants to go for more. 2 seconds till slow and an anchor smash as well. Dingo is just gonna drop. Tidehunter gets himself the important one. In exchange, Tidehunter sets up the Ravage onto the sniper. Do they have the damage with the Rubik? Right clicks coming through and a lift. Nice counter stun from the Snapfire means Sniper actually gets to live. Tidehunter bushwhacked up and Rubik is gonna die as the return kill with the Snapfire coming in. Now is Nefrit gonna be fine? He has to run himself out of there, but the body blocks are coming through from Bangan and the sharpshooter is being charged up. Can't be sidestep Nefrit. He goes on down with Jingo, just having a sliver of health remain.
Dire's top tower has been denied.
And Treant Protector.
I think he hit some of my stash.
Oh yeah, that was a long range sharpshooter. Or not even sharpshooter, bushwhack. Fair enough, fair enough. Broodmother Spy is outputting so much damage. Tidehunter over on the bottom lane now going down, because yeah, he was about to be found, and over on the top, the action is going to continue as Broodmother would like to get more kills off of the Spiderlings, but instead Moonlight, he just says thank you for the free farm. Sharp dogfight where both teams try to circle the other. And then the second step out of position, you take a ton of nuke damage to the face. Over on top, a 2-man initiation happens off of the bushwhack. Moonlight, he is taking right click after right click, dropping lower and lower. Bushwhack doing so much work there, but the Lash manages to survive, turn it around, gets the 2-for-1 trade out of that. You're still not happy to go on down because this is your crucial timing. Lashrack, he is top in net worth and supposed to make a ton of space for the draw ranger, not the other way around. Flash dodges the bushwhack. Is gonna be fine and bullied out of the jungle. He doesn't really care because Moonlight with that bloodstone just has a ton of lifesteal and would love some spiders to come at him. Broodmother gonna try it without the spiders to make sure Flash doesn't have the ability to lifesteal back up, and with Mortimer's kisses he's actually in trouble trying to run out of there, but everybody just stepping out of his ultimate range means he cannot heal through that anymore. It will be a trade for a 2-man. Rotating into the bottom lane, James gets slowed up. Lashrack coming in with the sharpshooter into Cookie. Gets her all the way back. Allows her to wait for the blink dagger. Blink on in on Love. Love takes one Mortimer's kiss after the other with the living armor. He's gonna be fine even through the assassinate. Now a Rolling Thunder comes on in looking for that support, but it gets denied with the Overgrowth, and now Pangolier could be in a bit of trouble, as right now Rubik with the double damage, who's still doing a lot of work, is gonna die to the Spiderlings though. Only a support for that many resources from Monte isn't bad. Monte, they have falls off, because that's the entire win condition for Sexy.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Scanning.
And Drow, you know, still slowly but surely catching up. It's been a catch-up game since almost minute 1. They started the lane fairly decently though, and after that Rubik kill they will follow it up with a tree and over on the mid lane into finally the tier 1 tower dying against the tree, and of course pushing objectives becomes quite a bit harder.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Pangolier will catch the Drow Ranger. There is a follow-up Ravage to save the Drow's life. Drow manages to survive even though a sharpshooter will an assassinate will connect, and out come the globs plus a follow-up cookie. See, now the sniper is able to frontline. The fight is looking very differently from Monte. And Monte, can they find another one? Drow Ranger may have gotten away, but anybody else would be a juicy follow-up still. No such luck. 3-man smoke into 3-man smoke. Pangolier has the Rolling Thunder ready up to the high ground. It will be the Lash card first, but there's the counter initiation with a 3-man Ravage. Nice 3-man Scatter Blast as well. Hypothermia getting stacked on the Broodmother, who gets lifted out of position. Stuck, and Screen Protector doesn't even commit the Overgrowth. Tidehunter will be kept fine thanks to his pipe, crack and shell, plus just a ton of support coming out from his team. All they can get is a little bit of vision into the dire top jungle. Lashback jumps forward onto the Snapfire. Look at the damage coming out from the sniper. The sharpshooter is off the mark though. The last few Mortimer's kisses go flying out. And it won't be anyone caught. Nice initiation once again from the side of Team Sexy. They're just doing an excellent job keeping. Now the setup is there on the road. Pangolier with the blink forward, trying to get a kill onto the Train Protector, but even with that assassinate, Train Protector manages to get himself up the high ground, tips himself into a lot of Mortimer's kisses, but will be fine. Pangolier got stuck on the Rolling Thunder, and with the tree dead, it is gonna be one return kill. Now the Drow Ranger is able to hit in, maybe even two. Pangolier manages to swashbuckle himself out after that unlucky roach stun. Broodmother walking up that high ground. Lash blinks forward with the reading after this Pangolier though. Tidehunter not able to gush him up. And it seems like the fight is just gonna result in a 1v1. Not too shabby, but once Drow Ranger actually got the right clicks in. Broodmother as well, able to get away for a while longer. Now Lashback gets bushwhacked up, takes a few Mortimer's kisses to the face. It's gonna get spotted, and Sniper finally gets himself another kill. It's on a dominating streak. Will try to kill the Titan. Titan goes for an ambitious TP, which is interrupted by the bushwhack. 2-0 for Monte. As this time around, Drow just wasn't able to hit thanks to Sniper's excellent positioning. And the gold swung around. However, it is a back and forth. As long as you don't lose two team fights in a row, it is anyone's game. And now, let's see who wins this one, with the Pangolier being caught, being killed off by the Drow Ranger. Sexy, they're actually doing really well for themselves. Get 2-0 without batting an eye. Just keep on farming on that. Hell, they could get themselves follow-up range tracks probably. But it's gonna be a fight instead, with the Tidehunter being caught. Pangolier setting up an excellent Rolling Thunder for the first kill of the fight. Sniper's gonna lose his first life. That is 3 seconds for him to respawn. Lash is gonna get disarmed, and Sniper will immediately be double 4-stab plus freaking Hurricane piked out of there with a Glimmer Cape as well. Completely resetting. Now Pangolier able to catch the Tree Protector. Tree Protector goes on down. Drow disarmed. And the Pangolier disarms. They've been coming out clutch on the Drow Ranger, denying her so much of her potential damage. Any Rex destroyed. Range Rex to follow, and Dingo, he wants more out of this. They can't quite push the last lane of Rex, but this is disastrous for Team Sexy. Because Drow, you're not really able to defend the high ground if there's just this big of a space in your map opened up. Drow Ranger, look at how little damage she deals, even with the marksmanship onto max. Okay, now with a crit, it's kinda acceptable, but it's still not that great. And it is gonna be Lashback caught and killed off. 3 agility heroes to 4 and a strength hero. So the base armors are ridiculously high on this side. And they do catch the Pangolier. Pangolier manages to break the smoke and blink out. Copy. Debate's going for the counter. Rolling Thunder should have done it. Should have pulled the trigger as he gets ravaged up. Is now down for almost 90 seconds. Broodmother gets lifted. Doesn't get clipped, but with the web, it doesn't really matter. More important for Rubik to be out. This could be the chance that Sexy have been looking for with the Sniper Cat. Oh my god. More than happy about. Because at this point in the game, he gets himself a decent mana pool. Sharpshooter comes in to scout the road pit. Max runs in on the Brute Mother as well, but he gets split Earth. The Roach is gonna fall. Brute Mother in a bit of trouble. Managed to disengage thanks to an excellent Rolling Thunder though. Lift back onto the Hoodwink. Hoodwink kites them as best she can. Now a nice disengage from the Snapfire as well. It leads to Sniper getting a lot of damage into the Titan. The Titan, he is probably just gonna be dead. He got melted. Lashback with the BKB. Has to run himself out of there. Has to go for a very risky teleport in the Roach Pit. But this is not the juke spot. There's a juke spot over here that may have saved you. But even that... With the smoke, they're all positioned up the high ground. Hoodwink looking to go for some catch, but 9 class comes in with Stone Rolling Thunder. He is kind of squishy if Sniper procs BKB, and he will. Sniper forcing Rubik out of the fight. Rubik turns it around at the cost of Treant Protector dying with the BKB. Rubik is now gonna die next. Drow Ranger has to get herself back. And Sniper, you can lock this hero down, but as long as he's able to get his Satanic up, he is just immortal. First, the top lane has got to be pushed out, and you only got 1 minute and something remaining on the Drow Ranger. So maybe they can end up forcing a fight. Drow Ranger gets broken, but Titan manages to turn around with the Ravage, and the stacks come on out on the Drow. Nice Rolling Thunder in onto the Lashback. Lashback forced the BKB, so will the Drow Ranger though. And with that, Sniper has to get himself back. He is load sorbed up, has to force himself back now, but it's gonna die. Drow Ranger still chasing for more as Brute Mother buys back. It's gonna be disarmed for a while, so off that high ground they go. However, there is still a split shot. Treant Protector, he gives vision up the high ground for a kill onto James. James buybacks immediately. Bengen goes on down. Now Pangolier rolling up, looking to potentially turn that around. But all 5 from Sexy are still alive with that Drow Ranger still having 20 seconds on the Aegis, and then just gonna get a full mana refill. Sure, pushing is gonna be a bit harder. But not being able to commit on the Drow Ranger and being forced to smoke up from all 5 on the side of Monte. Rolling Thunder from the Pangolier coming in, not really connecting onto anybody. Now they almost catch themselves. The Treant Protector. Treant Protector is still fine as that Pangolier taking a lot of right clicks from the Drow Ranger until Drow Ranger gets sheep-sticked up. And with that sheep-stick up from Max, as well as a Hurricane Pike still available. Okay, Max gets stunned, actually not able to get the Hurricane Pike out on the Drow Ranger, meaning Drow Ranger gets incredible value out of her BKB, will turn around onto Max, will kill him off 2 minutes, no Brute Mother without buyback. I love myself Drow vs Sniper matchup so much. I didn't expect the full 53 minutes, maybe we're gonna get 60 minutes, because Monte, they are now definitely gonna try to defend for that after having whiffed the Aegis steal, but at least Pangolier gets himself out, or does he? With Rubik having stolen the Rolling Thunder, Pangolier could actually be in a lot of trouble. And Copy is gonna go down. Rubik having blinked like a plus Rolling Thunder, that's huge. He has now set up onto Dingo. Dingo with the BKB able to grenade himself out, teleports back into the fountain, can reset. Brute Mother making sure to kite them all around, did get buyback ready in the meantime. And now some of the buybacks are down. I'm gonna switch to buyback statuses, but Team Sexy, they still have everything ready if they do want to double commit for a fight. Now Treant Protector could be the first to have to use his buyback as he's gonna go down to the Pangolier, but Drow Ranger once again machine gunning. This time around it's gonna be into the Hoodwink, who won't quite die. Lashback takes right click after right click from the Sniper. Drow looks to turn around, but Tidehunter is gonna go on down. This time around, even from the low ground, the Sniper is a huge threat. Lash gets lifted out by the Rubik, gets assassinated though, slowed up with the Silk Bowler, disarmed. Not tied to a tree, but is still gonna go down, spawning a ton of spiders. They're getting themselves back. Has that Rapier been spotted yet? From the side of Sexy. Sexy, they try to go for an initiation. Drow Ranger gets taken down almost immediately. Will press the BKB. And out comes Ravage number 2 with the Rolling Thunder. Dingo is just stun locked up. Is just forced to buy back. And the Drow Ranger is going to pick up the Rapier. This is going to be huge. Now, Copy tries to set up on the Lashback. Outscales him, of course. But look at the Drow Ranger with those huge ass split arrows. Still has the Aegis for 40 more seconds as well. Yeah, the aggression just went back in the hands of Team Sexy as that Rapier changes hands. Man, oh man, what kind of game do I get to cast today? Holy crap. Sniper, he's still right-clicking like a boss. Will set up a kill on the Rubik, actually get himself the kill onto the Treant Protector. Would really like his Rapier back though. Drow, do you mind giving it back please? No, says the Drow Ranger instead. looking to right click into even more people. Lashback with the split orb, trying to buy her some space to do that. Aegis almost reclaimed, they have to D-ward. Now that the vision has been reclaimed, Drow Ranger looks to split, shut down somebody. Isn't gonna get it with that Hurricane Pike in the backpack. But Aegis has been reclaimed. Drow also has a full-blown refresh already, in case she suddenly needs to cross the BKB. And that is gonna be the reinitiation onto the Rubik with the Rolling Thunder and everything being committed. But Sniper, one more hit and he is dead to the Drow Ranger. He is now on the retreat. Django gets caught, gets gushed and killed up for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, no sniper means 2 minutes, no damage, and Drow Ranger can do whatever she wants with this rapier. Yeah, until that rapier was fed, the game looked good. And look at the gold graph, it's just one giant roller coaster, which ends up with a victory from Team Sexy as against the Drow Ranger rapier, which she didn't even have to buy herself. And now having another rapier ready in case you do die. Not rapier plus buyback just yet, but we're gonna get there in no time. It's ridiculous, plus Moonshard eaten and everything. Snapfire, setting up the Mortimer's Kisses. Still, almost 60-minute timing. That could be yet another turnaround for Team Sexy if they're able to afford yet another rapier or something along those lines. Drow Ranger not able to press the Satanic, not able to press anything yet, but is able to press the cheese now. Still disarmed for a little bit, would love to be hitting people so badly there. But with that rapier, Drow can just slow push from the low ground. Because look at this, Hurricane Pike is there and all of a sudden Split Shot becomes a really huge area denial ability. Root Mother gets silenced, gets her either the Aeon Disc proc. Now down goes this Hoodwink, once again Hoodwink having a bad time getting nuked. I mean, it's also the hero that nukes people, but now being down for 2 minutes makes the defense even more impossible until Sniper becomes alive again. One, it's gonna be so important for Pangolier to land that. He knows it, goes on in, manages to stun up 2 people, forces Drow Ranger BKB, providing quite the distraction for the engine not to fall. 20 seconds till the Sniper's back. Hoodwink comes in helping him out, but it looks like the engine is gonna fall. And Monte, are they gonna call it? Nope, they get ravaged instead. Pangolier gets lifted, everyone is just killing the Pangolier except for the Drow Ranger who turns her rapier damage into the engine. And GG gets called. Monte, they are not calling it till the very last sec.
You may now select your heroes.
And a patch to follow that up. Here.
Denied.
And that is gonna be first one on the Brood Mother over on the bottom lane. Somebody got hooked and then instantly nuked down with a Leech Seed and Nature's Grasp plus Rod. Yeah, I'm sorry, those hook kills are just... See the second... Patch goes down on bottom lane, though Tiny gets caught with the Ice Shards. And can Lina get the stun in time? Light Strike, alright, just barely connecting. Tiny is gonna fall as well. Patch dying on bottom is huge though. That a game number 3 incoming though. But it is still very early in the game. And Patch plus Storm Spirit coming in with a double damage rune could very well change things around. Field Protector looking for the Leech Seed catch, and they are gonna nuke through the Hoodwink. Storm Spirit, he doesn't quite get hooked back, and now that means with the counter nuke from the Puck, Field Protector is gonna die as well to a beautifully placed one-man Dream Coil. Well, I think he barely got the Storm Spirit, but Storm Spirit is dead, that's all that matters, right? Getting him with... Ooh, speaking of good hooks, that wasn't quite one. I mean, maybe he baits them into sticking around for a team fight. Now, in comes Tiny with a nice avalanche, connecting onto all of those spiders as well. Toss back, but the spiders are still alive. Getting Tiny low health. Pat, you should have pressed Rod, my friend, as now he is in a bit of an awkward spot with all the spiders blocking the hook. Storm Spirit gets himself back, and so will the Treant Protector. Everybody is gonna be fine, other than the Tiny. This time around, we did catch him dying, but man, the game is starting to be chaotic with a 3k goal as you can. Lina gets nuked down just as I say that. The Cast's Curse getting confirmed to be proven real once again, as on the bottom lane Love goes down on the Treant Protector to the Brood Mother, coming in with all of those spiders. And the Silken Bola as well, slowing you down and dishing out a crap ton of magical damage if you're just a poor little support trying to make a living in the bottom lane. Though the kill on the Lina is way bigger. And now if you just get your Patch online, if you get him Phase Boots plus Blink Dagger plus Aghanims, maybe not in that order, then he is gonna be in boss. Ooh, Hook gets dodged by the Puck. Puck, of course, an excellent hero for dealing with the Patch as well. Patch, not the easiest game to land those hooks, but with the Tiny, can they at least get the Puck kill? From the looks of it, they can. Puck blinks forward again, straight into the Overgrowth Leech Seed, and Puck is dead at the cost of Tree Protector falling low and dying to the Lina. Dingo real happy with that kill as Patch misses another hook. It's really not his day today. On the back of that fight though, Hoodwink is gonna go down, and the first big fight of the game is finally showing up. I mean, I guess in that case it's 3 consolation gold. At least if the Patch doesn't die here. Living Armor is on point, and so is the on-point Overgrowth. The Spite is now getting torn through by the Tree Protector. However, they are first gonna tear through the Patch, who isn't able to turn that one around. And Love, trying to go for an ambitious teleport out, is instead just gonna be punished for it. It's gonna go down. The aggression from Monte starting to 2 TPs. It's not really that bad, but if Puck comes in and kills you without having to commit a Dream Coil, then suddenly it is. Lina looking to set up a kill onto the Storm Spirit, and with the Sharpshooter, it's just gonna be there. He's gonna be nuked for full health.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Patch, hook off the mark. And he is gonna dismember the Broodmother. Will be locked in place though.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Tiny taking right click after right click. Walrus Punch to keep him in place. He isn't quite dead yet. One more right click for the Lina is gonna do it. Tusk gets hooked under the tower, is in a bit of trouble, but Patch, even with the rod, he's not that effective against the Broodmother with a pipe anymore. 5 seconds till the dismember is gonna turn onto the Tusk instead. Tusku may actually be able to hurt. In comes the Snowball though, and Storm Spirit comes in with a nice vortex, helping out the Patch, who will follow that up with the dismember on the Broodmother. Finally, Patch able to fight, and he comes in hugely. Storm Spirit low on mana, may have to back himself up, but with that ancient creep this freaking early, Lycanthrope, we completely missed his absolutely insane Helm of the Overlord timing. Lycan is the hero why that has been nerfed so much, but now Patch gets turned on with the Living Armor. He's dropping low, manages to get himself out of sight. Storm Spirit jumping forward of the last sliver of mana he has. A Clarity active, but a Clarity isn't gonna save you here. Team Sexy, they need to reset, get their Storm Spirit caught. Sharpshooter is gonna be on the mark, but a nice hook is gonna secure the Storm Spirit's life. Lycan can just push out the lane with the creeps, and you should get everybody back. Reset on the Storm Spirit, that's the most important part. Because this Storm, he's been doing the work, but you need to make sure he's ready and are just able to hold your own off of that. And of course, while I love the Patch draft, I wouldn't mind a game number 3 happening either, as long as it stays this close. Well, as I say, that Tiny's blink is gonna be delayed once again, and this time around dying on the Tiny, despite being a support, is huge, because you are this freaking close to your blink dagger, and you could almost have the counter initiation ready to set up for the Patch. Well, sometimes in life, you just...
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Puck gets himself back as Storm is in a position to cut creeps. Did just yoink half of that stack, and will ultimate TP himself out. Will be caught by an amazing Dream Coil though. Storm Spirit gets himself back some mana, but from the looks of it, with a Sharpshooter, he may very well be going down. Turns around onto the Hoodwink, gets silenced, and taking out to the Witchblade. Just not quite having the damage for the Hoodwink, while Lina on mid gets a free setup off of a Snowball onto the Patch, and Patch is gone. Patch only having an Aghanim. Yeah, the only way he can really go for kills is if he gets it back. LSA comes on in. Dingo presses the BKB. Wants to right click. It gets locked down with the dismember. The BKB still lasting for way too long for the Patch. The Patch is down for 40 seconds. Dingo, even if that's going to be his Aegis, I think with the Puck coming in, they may be able to still fight this. Storm Spirit, he gets signed up. He gets Dream Coiled. Down goes the Dragon, which takes away so much damage from the side of Team Sexy. Down goes the Storm Spirit. And that full commit is just getting punished. Lina is finally going to die. Monte, they are committing a lot of resources for the Medirex. Get the Medirex, try to get the Broodmother out, potentially turn around on the Tree Protector still, but now just want to live against the Storm Spirit chasing. Storm Spirit is entirely out of mana, but there's a beautiful Avalanche toss back. Snowball keeping the Tusk alive. It will knock the Tiny down for a return kill, and the Lycanthrope, he cannot frontline. It's his Helm of the Overlord creep that he plays around until the Assault Course is finished, and he's gonna die to a Sharpshooter. 12k gold lead now for the side of Monte, who I think are doing it. Will get themselves a follow-up on that Storm Spirit who got bushwhacked. Double kill for James, and yeah, tapping it away. They will make it look easy. Yeah, only one tier 3 standing, and then it's down to the Ancient Towers and final range racks. which Treant Protector hasn't gotten around to healing up yet. But Puck is caught with the Lycanthrope. Could be in trouble. 9 class, he takes a lot of damage. Gets bushwhacked up with the spiders. But Treant Protector doing his best to, as his name says, protect him. The double ball lightning coming in to close the gap on James. But James with a Glimmer Cape, fine for a moment. Will instead be the tiny, the Pudge going down to Dingo on the backlines. And Dingo chasing for more with the tiny low on health, but fine. Lina shoving out the top lane, however, Hoodwink will get herself caught by the Storm Spirit. In comes Nature's Grasp to kill her off. And I out extremely consistently. Lycanthrope, he's gonna take down, he's gonna be ice sharded up. Locked in place, leashed. Puck takes it from the Storm Spirit, but instead Lina trying to ride down the tiny. Bengen manages to run away from the storm and isn't quite gonna cut it. Pudge goes for Dismember, looking for kills. And Storm Spirit goes on down. Is gonna be caught by the Lina, and yeah, managed to get one more ball lightning in there. Wait for the creeps. What living armor! Down goes the tier 3 tower, and the Merirex get contested as well, with a ton of spooters hitting it. And that, no AC needed, no nothing. Hook off the mark on the Lina once again with the spiders forming the defensive wall. Pudge gets knocked down by the Gleipnir. Every single time the Pudge could have turned an engagement, the spiders were just in his way. Now down goes the range Drax, and it seems like we are gonna get a game number 3 with Monte taking a convincing advantage up against Team Sexy, and GG gets called. Yeah, that was over 5 minutes ago, but I can't blame Sexy for wanting to hold on, because if you do get that magical
5 seconds remaining.
Lycan plus Nature's Prophet, it's really not a combo you want to underestimate. The final pick for Team Sexy is gonna be a Riki, and this time around it's gonna be a Riki in that core position. And Dingo gets caught, gets skewered back now by the Magnus, trying to teleport out, will be silenced by the techies though. Should have gone for the TP scroll, is instead gonna be first blood for it. Man, imagine making such a tiny mistake and it results in such a brutal first blood. That really sucks. Still gonna remain at a 1-0 kill advantage, with both teams now kinda low on regen, other than of course the mid lane, where Storm Spirit finally about to complete his level 6. Tech has kind of had to stay in the vicinity for the whole time to make sure he's ready in case of a support rotation over from the side of Monte. But Monte now with a Tusk coming in, they're still just gonna lose their Bat Rider, and that's huge. Ooh, Nature's Prophet low, but not too low yet, with the tag team turning around, getting the techies before he dies himself.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're gonna be good, because looking at the net worth, you can see Riki is actually really far ahead. And he doesn't even have that Empower coming in yet. He just has a good level 6 timing, and offers that a ton of last hits now. Lycan, he's not really gonna do anything in the lane until the Helm of the Overlord is ready. And James went on down on the Rubik as it's gonna erupt into a full-blown fight, with the Tex trying to initiate onto the Bat Rider, and Bat Rider gets finished off by the Storm Spirit. A deep dive into the Firefly means at least the Techies is gonna die, but it's a double kill for the Storm Spirit, who is gonna be incredibly hard to stop at this rate. It's a lot easier said than done. James gets silenced, gets stunned up. And Bengen will be the next one ran at. Techies rolled on, but Storm Spirit simply hits too hard. Like an absolute boss. Techies will die to the Bat Rider, just dishing out more and more napalm. And now it's gonna be the Riki instead. Ran down with the Lycanthrope and his creeps. Helm of the Dominator, already a huge item, provided you have a Lycan ult to go with it. Storm Spirit turns around onto the Lycan now, and with that magical burst instead, the Riki is just gonna get himself some free XP, and the Storm Spirit on a mega kill spree. This is ridiculous. Teams on bottom lane, at least they got max before the Bat Rider could teleport in to scare them off. And now techies with the mines, impossible to pursue. At least for now, because the Lycan Wolves take care of it. And now Bat Rider will close the gap onto 9 class, who is just gonna go down. Okay, now that's a decent return kill for the side of Monte, but they still lost their Lycanthrope. And the fact that they lost their Lycanthrope is kind of unexcusable, unless Nature's Prophet would have gotten a lot more out of that. But with that... And it could be a hard commit onto Bangan. Storm Spirit, Zip in. How much mana does he want to spend on this? Because there could be counter teleports, but they will just get the task with Tree and Protector and Magnus and everyone showing. Fair enough, fair enough. That makes sure that Monte...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Rubik gets zip-zapped, that gets vortexed and taken off the map by the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit now queuing up a BKB, has that Wishblade plus Falcon Blade completed. Magnus, amazing timing on the Guardian Greaves, of course, because, well, he has that build in Cleave, and Ricky will snipe himself a low health Bangan, even with the Lycan creeps coming in, set up a root and... Or, well, that creep doesn't have root anymore, never mind. Just have some skeletons. Yeah, those aren't gonna do much against Ricky, because he can't exactly body block that hero. Now, teleport out from the Bat Rider. And Ricky just being such a nuisance puts a stop to that. Ricky is gonna try to follow up the Storm Spirit. As Storm Spirit goes for the Lycanthrope, forces out the Lycanthrope ultimate, gets lassoed, still has one more Ball Lightning ready after this. Is gonna get stun locked up, gets a full restore going though off the Guardian Greaves, manages to get himself out of there, and James is gonna be the only one to fall. Tusk walking himself away, Max also gonna be just fine. Bat Rider shockwaved up, but now with the Nature's Prophet in, can they turn this? Nope, they cannot. Ricky comes in instead. Right click after right click after right click with an Empower. He is gonna get himself a few treants. Has to be living armored up in order to get out of there, but Ricky, he gets dusted and instead decides, screw it, I'm gonna turn around. We've been over that before. Storm Spirit, the best region rune carrier in the game. Dingo will be caught. That is a position 1, a huge gold pinata. If you can get the kill, and with the techies mines, they should be able to. Storm Spirit, one more hit, even if you lose the techies for this, it's worth it. The overgrowth means Storm Spirit is gonna be able to get out. Can Love, because 2 supports for an Nature's Prophet, then again, wouldn't be looking bad, and Love is gonna go down, so it's more of a 50-50 trade than Sexy would have bargained for. I mean, you kill off the Nature's Prophet while your Ricky is free farming with Empower. It can't be too bad, right? And Techies gets rolled at. Even with the tech team, he's not gonna be in too much trouble thanks to this arm. Instead, Storm Spirit comes jumping in, making it a kill on Bangan. As it will be a nice teleport out, but now what? Smoke up from the... kind of unlikely. Now in comes the jump into 2 people. A nice mine. But Dingo keeps himself alive with BKB for a little while longer. Storm Spirit is right, because that's just too much for the Nature's Prophet though. And that is going to be everyone on Team Sexy surviving once again with a living armor. Ricky can continue diving. Is going to proc the Monte to destroy the tower projectiles. Forces out another Dustin. This is just his first dive, which he is going to prolong by a little while longer. So much Firefly, so much Napalm, but Ricky, he has 29 health regen thanks to the Guardian Greaves. He is going to keep living. The Death Ball is real, and Ricky, he's the only one to die, as now James gets jumped on by the Tree and Protector. It's just been doing such an amazing job keeping his course alive. Nefrit all... Storm, he's getting himself that Kaya, and take a look at the Nature's Prophet. He's got himself full-blown BKB with 8 seconds remaining on it, but he needs damage, so he's got a Glide Near queued up. We're gonna see whether or not that's gonna be enough. Lycanthrope has great Helm of the Overlord timing, all things considered, but Bangan is gonna go down over on the bottom lane. And this Ricky, he is the problem, because as long as he stays ahead of everybody else, they are just gonna get kill after kill. Beautiful RP skewer, setting up a double for the Ricky. Can they make it a triple? Ricky on the chase, gets 4 steps forward, has slowed up the Rubik, and one more hit is gonna do it. Ricky gets lifted back, but with the jump is gonna get himself a godlike triple kill, as Max goes on down in the backline, so will his engine creep, and now the game is just absolutely out of control.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tusk Takes backstep after backstep from the Ricky. Ricky looking for the Rubik, but will instead get lassoed up into the backline. But there's a Storm Spirit to make space to go for more. They will get the Rubik. Ricky still standing his ground. Doesn't have a second life available, but doesn't need it either thanks to a beautiful living armor. And now has Crystallis completed. It's only gonna start hitting hard. A 60k gold lead. Storm Spirit jumping forward. Team Sexy, they are playing hot potato with these kills, passing them from the Ricky to the Storm Spirit back and forth, so neither of the two can actually die. It's ridiculous how well it's been working out. Storm Spirit got like with triple kill. Ricky also going 11-0. Has Magnus gonna snowball, gonna skewer back the Tusk even with that snowball forward again. And Tusk, tag team or not, he is gonna fall. That's an owner spree. Storm Spirit on the bottom lane, try to set up on the Bat Rider, with Bat Rider being out of mana and Ricky coming. Magnus opting to go for that Heaven's Halberd, still so freaking close and yet so far. Has finally got it. With selling some of those branches, that was actually really close because Lycanthrope was actively looking for him. However, it's always the kill you don't look at. So instead, the Bat Rider just gets solo killed to a Storm. And that's disastrous because Storm Spirit snowballing off the charts even more with solo kills. It's just gonna be space, right, for Sexy to take care of the tier 2 towers now. Love, Treant Protector is gonna be endangered against the Lycanthrope. That's gonna hurt. But in comes the Ricky. Ricky is now empowered, and look at that, 4 hits to kill off the Rubik with an amazing attack speed too. Tusk will be the next one, Blink Strike and that. Oh, the humanity with that Daedalus. Ricky just hitting so hard, turning that damage onto a tower immediately after. Sure, fortify and all, but with the empower, the creeps are gonna die in no time. The tower is gonna die in no time. And afterwards, we're gonna see Team Sexy probably turn 24k damage. If you kill the Ricky through a smoke or something, the game would turn around immediately. But you gotta kill the Ricky first. And even then, he still has a buyback, which I think Sexy, for a potential final push of the game, wouldn't mind committing. Because look at how hard this Ricky is to kill. And Bat Rider instead is just gonna be shredded. Magnus takes a crit to the face. Is gonna get force staffed out of there. But actually used his own force staff. Nice one. Techies looking for an initiation onto the Tusk with the silence, with the double mice. Tusk is just gonna be blown off the map, and that means Dingo will be the follow-up kill, whether he tries to teleport out or not. The ball lightning is already underway. Now Ricky can use that Manta push for something useful, but the GG gets called, and with that Monte are sadly out of the tournament as they put it all or nothing onto the Nature's Prophet, and the Nature's Prophet ended up not quite being enough for them. Good game, well played indeed. Team Sexy victory. 2-1 in the final series of the day.